Hey there, I'm meteorologist Jeff Jamison, CBS 11 Newsroom, and here we are late morning on Wednesday. Of course, the snow that moved through earlier this morning, the heaviest totals were south of the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Some places picked up 2 to 4 inches of snow down that way, especially in our far southern areas closer to Waco, really. Here in the Metroplex, it was kind of slushy, big, heavy snowflakes for a time, but less than an inch coverage over most of the metro area itself. And that's pushing off to the east. We're getting some sunshine developing as we make our way into the afternoon. So actually it will turn out to be a decent day, a chilly day. Temperatures will be in the 40s coming up later on. I want to talk about what's coming next because we're not done with winter this week. It's been an incredibly cold week, coldest week so far this winter, and of course we've had several bouts of freezing precipitation. Had the sleet earlier this week, the snow this morning. Let's show you what's coming our way, at least potentially. Take a look at the computer models and start with the NAM. Now the NAM was the most bullish with the snow forecast that was put out for this morning. Now of course the track and the environment so important. We had just enough warm air at about 5,000 feet to melt the snow as it came down, and that's why we had a lot of rain and a little bit of sleet. We had very little in the way of just pure snow, at least in the Metroplex. A lot of that happened later on south of the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So at this point, we're kind of taking the NAM with a bit of a grain of salt because of its performance here as we made our way through this event. But I want to show you what's going on. Up here, you step through time so you can see the time. This is for tomorrow morning. We're going to get another blast of cold air moving into North Texas. So tomorrow will be a very cold and windy day. Temperatures will stay in the 30s all day, mostly cloudy skies. What we're going to be watching, and you can see it here on the NAM, I'm going to stop this at noon on Thursday. This blue color indicates snow. There is going to be, it looks like a little disturbance that tries to move across our area during the day tomorrow. That might squeeze out a few snow flurries. Now, at this point, I'm not anticipating anything all that heavy. We'll keep an eye on it, but right now it looks like at best we'll see a few flurries on Thursday. The bigger story Thursday will really just be that it's going to be very cold and windy all day. But I want to keep advancing this into Friday, so I'll stop this Friday. This is Friday morning, and we're beginning to see more snow develop out here in West Texas. And this is a slightly stronger disturbance that's going to be wanting to swing on through during the day on Friday. Step it forward just a few more clicks here. So here's midday. This is noon Friday. We see even more snow beginning to work east into the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Now the NAM actually has quite a bit of widespread snow here over North Texas during the day on Friday. Still questioning whether or not we'll see all that much on Friday. I do think we might see some light snow, especially north and northwest of the Dallas-Fort Worth area. But the chances right now for heavy snow on Friday don't look to be all that high. We'll keep watching this. Of course, the NAM, as we were talking about, has been really bullish on these winter weather events all week. Here's what I'm actually slightly more curious or concerned about is as we head into Saturday. So let me stop this. Saturday morning, what we're going to have happen is we still have very cold air in place. We're going to start getting more moisture feeding up from the Gulf of Mexico as we get a southeast wind developing. So my concern is that Saturday we'll see widespread light to moderate rain, but as temperatures stay at or even below freezing for most of the day Saturday, we could be transitioning over to freezing rain. You see this color of purple over here in the key indicates freezing rain, and that's what is in the forecast on the NAM for most of the day Saturday. And I would not be as concerned if it was just the NAM showing that, but let me go up to the GFS, and thanks to our friends at WeatherBell for these graphics. As always, I use WeatherBell quite a bit. Let me back up a little bit. This is the GFS. So once again, you can see the times here. This is Thursday, so this is tomorrow at noon. And this blue color indicates a little bit of snow, and this is why I think we might see a flurry or two on Thursday. Now as we step forward through time here, this is Friday at noon. So Friday at noon, the GFS keeps all that light snow to the north of the Metroplex. That's why at this point, Friday doesn't look to be a major snow event for us. Still something we're going to watch, but it looks like most of the snow would be north and west of the Dallas-Fort Worth area on Friday. But even the GFS, as we step through time, here's midday Saturday, and you're noticing that getting some areas here of freezing rain showing up on the GFS forecast. Look how really it expands that area of freezing rain. This is Saturday afternoon and evening, freezing rain over most of the area. And just to get your bearings straight, here's Tarrant County, here's Dallas County, and so right here's the Metroplex. And so looking more like we could see some freezing precipitation even for the start of the weekend. Let me show you some other things that would back up that story. This is a graph over time, so as you move from left to right, we're going forward in time. You see these blue spikes. Blue is snow, so we're looking at the chances of different precipitation types over time. So right here at the far left-hand corner of the screen, this is the snow right now, or we had earlier this morning. We get a lull in all the activity here over the next 24 hours, and then you see a little bump up in the possibility of snow for Thursday. So that's maybe a few flurries in the forecast Thursday. And then as we make our way into Friday, once again, there's that chance of snow showing up as the snow graph kind of spikes up here for Friday afternoon. And these are the different Schreff plume models indicating what type of precipitation all those different suites of models are forecasting. But then you even go over here. Here's Saturday. So Saturday morning, Saturday midday, Saturday late afternoon. And look at this. This red, you can't see it, it's off the screen, but this red is indicating freezing rain as the primary form of precipitation on Saturday. So again, we're getting a little bit more confirmation from different computer models about Saturday's freezing rain event. So I want to at least put it out there right now as something that we really need to watch carefully. Yeah, obviously, snow is one thing, freezing rain is something altogether different. Here's one more look at it. This is a look at all the different computer models, or several of them that we can look at. And you see here, this is hourly freezing rain accumulation. We go down here, and this is Saturday midday, and notice the spike up. So this blue line is the 0Z GFS. This darker blue line is the 6Z run of the GFS. The white here is kind of the model average. And right now it's showing anywhere between an eighth of an inch, or 8/100ths of an inch to a tenth of an inch of freezing rain as we make our way into Saturday. Sleet is a possibility too, according to some of the computer models. In fact, there's one computer model over here, the 6Z NAM, that wants to produce over 1/4 inch of sleet during the day on Saturday, with the model average here in white around a tenth of an inch of sleet. So here's basically what we're looking at. Really cold and windy, both tomorrow and again on Friday. Maybe a few flurries Thursday, chance of light snow Friday, especially north and west of the Metroplex. And then Saturday is something we'll have to watch. I think it looks like right now we'll have widespread, at least light rain. It's forecast to change over to freezing rain if we don't get above freezing Saturday, which is a strong possibility. So we'll see if these models will change their thinking, and the weather pattern we'll be studying very closely over the next few days. Winter's not over, not this week at least. We'll keep you updated. CBS 11 and CBSDFW.com.